Welcome to this session on celebrating achievements in languages aimed at primary schools. My name's Thea Palou and I'm one of the 1+2 development officers for Highland. I've specifically chosen the title of Celebrating Achievements because I want to think about this term in its widest context. So first of all, I'd like you to have a think about this in terms of your own classroom. How do you celebrate achievements? That could be in languages, it could be across all areas of the curriculum, it could be things that are going on in school or out of school. Just have a wee think. I've put some picture prompts here to help you and give you some ideas. It could be things like tests, it could be children working together with their sort of peer learning and assessment. It could be the way that we give praise, the way that we look at how children are behaving and their emotional health and well-being. How do they feel about themselves? It could be looking at how they express themselves. It could be inside or outdoors. It could be children working together in groups, and also celebrating achievements outside school, such as taking part in competitions. So achievement is a very broad term, and you'll already be doing a lot of things to celebrate how children are learning across other areas of the curriculum. And I just want to think today about how we might do this in languages. When we think about the word achievement, it could also include how we assess learners, and I'll just take a few minutes to explore this. Within Curriculum for Excellence, there's lots of good documentation about what assessment looks like. And this one is perhaps one of the nicest ones. It's a visual diagram, if you like, bringing everything together. And if you click the picture or over here, then you can get taken straight to the document. It brings together the things we might assess, which is knowledge and understanding, but also skills and attributes and capabilities. Why we might assess, okay, when, how, and other key things to think about. And you'll be doing this all the time, particularly with regards to literacy and numeracy, but you'll be assessing the way learners are progressing through their learning throughout the school year and passing information on. I think I'd like just to focus on these key principles within Curriculum for Excellence, which should permeate all aspects of curriculum, learning and teaching and assessment. And I think if we can build these in when we're assessing children and celebrating their achievements, then we'll be able to come up with assessment activities, if you like, which are interesting and relevant and engage the learners. If we're going to assess the children's learning or celebrate what they can achieve, we need to know what it is that they need to know. So the outcomes, in experiences and outcomes in terms of Curriculum for Excellence are key here. And they're divided into the early first and second level, but they're so broad that sometimes it's easier perhaps to think about what a class should achieve by the end of a year. So I really like this document, expected outcomes for L2 from a primary 1 start, and it takes each year of primary school and just with simple bullet points clarifies what the learners should be able to do. Hopefully this breaks down the broader levels and makes it seem a bit more realistic and achievable within a year. And we can use the experiences outcomes and the benchmarks that go with them for broad success criteria to help us figure out how we're going to measure the progress that children are making. The Principles and Practice paper for model languages within Curriculum for Excellence tells us that assessment, focuses on progress that's being made in developing and applying the core skills. And these core skills of listening, talking, reading and writing are key to all areas of the curriculum and are specifically linked really with literacy as well. And I think I'd like to point out that we're looking at the progress. So children are not expected to be able to do everything all at the same time, but how are they progressing on their learning journey? And it's how they can apply their skills that's key. So if children know and understand, say, certain vocabulary, can they take that to a different context and apply that learning?